days before Christmas, it got down to 27 degrees. The day before Christmas, 24 degrees and windy. And Christmas Day, 14 degrees and extremely windy. Behind me is the hill. That's my huge back deck. That is the north side of the property, and the wind comes flying up that hill every time there's a breeze. There's a great cross breeze in the summer. Apparently, it's enough breeze to actually freeze these totes solid. Because it's in the shade all the time, not just in the summer. And the wind coming up that hill, and the only protection is the little tarps. We have no water. This is day 3. We have no water. It froze on Christmas Day, and it's still frozen. This is 2 days after Christmas. I have one other 275-gallon tote that I use to move water around when I need to get more than 100 gallons at a time. I'm going to move that tote to the east-southeast side of the Shaban, level it, and hook it in with a cutoff valve so that we can have water again. And as these tanks thaw out, I will remove them one at a time and attach them on the east-southeast side of the house. What sucks is I did a lot of planning in this. I wanted it back here on this side of the Shaban because nobody ever walks back here. It's not seen from the driveway. You know, sit it and forget it. No. Unless I build an enclosure to keep this and then be able to warm it, keep it warm, it's not going to sustain over here. So, I'm going to spend the morning setting up a single 275-gallon tank. And I'm going to set it up in a way that I can, as these thaw, I can move them one at a time over to that location. So I have to set it high enough to take into consideration the landscape. Yeah. 2020 just keeps getting better and better. Okay, here's the single 275-gallon tank. It is the one that we used for 1.5 years by itself. So it already has the little connection on the front. So I just need to level it, and I'm going to raise it and level it. That way I can put additional tanks this direction. Anyway, I'm going to raise it and level it, and then I'm going to pipe the PEX under the building so it can be somewhat insulated. This is the east-southeast side. Last year and the year before, we had the tanks on the east side of the house, and my problem with that was that they got a lot of algae in them because they were constantly in the sun, but they never froze. So I'm thinking I'm going to pop this tank out of this frame, wrap it in black plastic like the other one, and then put it back in the frame. So I'm going to pop the tank out and get the frame level, and then I'll wrap the tank and we'll go from there. Remove the bladder, and I'm going to throw it in the back of the truck, run to town to the car wash and spray it out. It's been sitting for several months, but this is the area. And then I'm going to put this first one. What I need to do is clean out and prep this area. So I'm going to rake all the leaves out, get rid of this old straw bale, and try to get some gravel over here and level some blocks. So that way I can level that cage. Cage leveled. And now we're going to wrap that bladder in black plastic, slip it inside and secure it. Now I have to get it over to the cage, and Susan's going to help me put it in the cage. It's headed to go get 110 gallons of water from a friend, and I'm going to start working on getting the spout done, and then running some 3/4 inch PEX over to the water pump. I have the connection Teflon taped and then pipe dope, and then I put Teflon tape on this connector, MNPT 3/4 inch to 3/4 inch PEX, and I'll have a 90° here, so I just need to crimp these two, and then I'm gonna take the pipe underneath. Right now I have it kind of stretched out, hoping the sun will let it be more malleable, but right now I have to crimp these. All three filters, the carbon filter and the two sediment filters. This one I'm moving to here, so I need to splice it into that and then connect the new line here. Or as you see, I already have a cutoff valve. And I am currently pumping water into the new tank from my transfer pump. Over to our buddy John's place and got 110 gallons of water, and we are pumping that into the new tank so we can have some water head pressure and test for leaks once I get everything attached. I have the new inlet line connected here, runs under the tank and under the house, and comes out in here where the pump and the water heater are. I gotta put this wall back up. And then I'm gonna open that ball valve and see if I can flush the system or prime the system full of water. We shall see. Okay, I got the new incoming line teed in, opened up. I have it primed. No leaks. And as soon as I finish transferring this other 100 gallons of water, I'm going to plug in the water pump over there in the pressure tank and see if we have water. Now, for anyone curious, this is the brand of heat tape that I got. It's 30 feet long and has the thermostat on it, and keeps water flowing below 40 degrees below 0 Celsius, which it doesn't get anywhere close to that here, so we should be good to go. Okay, I have taken some heat tape and wrapped this entire pipe with heat tape and around every ball joint. This particular one comes with the thermostat. Once I did that, then I covered the top of the tanks with water heater insulating blankets and then a tarp on the outside. So that should keep these from freezing again. But I'm going to continue the other heat tape on the input line under the house, but tomorrow, because today it's snowing off and on. So this should do it.